Hey, what's up everybody, Spadbrock here, and today I'm here to give you the H-Hour Weekly Community Update number 51. This week, we got one of the most important patches to the game to this date. Honestly, probably, I want to say the best patch outside of Workshop that we got. I don't know why it's so good, but it just makes everything so much better. Also, we have a quick look from September 6th. So let's just get into it. So first we'll go with the patch that released Friday on September 1st and or Saturday, I forgot when it got released, but whatever the case is, the patch focuses on the first pass of some core gameplay features, that were identified from the Trello roadmap. So again, they're kind of using that as a way to see what we want. So if you don't, I don't have a link right now, I'll try to find one. But I know on the forums the Trello roadmap is super dope, and you can see what they're working on, what's on production, and they're kind of prioritizing. And again, it's not set in stone, they might always fix it and stuff, or like change priorities depending on the community or what have you. It doesn't matter. I don't know why they would change, but yeah, let's just get into the patch. So they added a kick feature for idle players. That is amazing. So basically what that means is that if you're not there and you're AFK, you will get kicked after a combined time of 1.5 times the round time. So if it's 5 minutes, you'll get kicked in 7.5 minutes if you didn't touch anything. And the time is only tallied while the player is alive and in game. So lobby time and while dead do not count towards the idle time. So yeah, if you're dead, it doesn't count. So go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do if you have to pick up the phone. But again, you will get kicked. And once a player moves location, it gets reset to 0. We got new voice feedback features and modifications. So we got HUDs, right, for the nameplates of the people talking. So on the HUD, you can see who's talking, and in the lobby, you could see it too. There's a lot of things now. You can mute people from the the team actions in-game menu once you press escape, and yeah, you see who's talking from where the mic shows up by their name in-game. Like if he's onto your left, you could see the green little microphone by his tag, and also you hear a nice little mic cue up. It sounds like a walkie-talkie. It's not the SOCOM one, the original one, but it's still good. Next, from the patch, they got some bomb carrier feedback. So now the satchel icon shows by the name on the scoreboard, and it shows right next to their name in game. So what you'll see is like a red satchel right by their name when you're in the game. If you see your voice tag across the map, you see he has the bomb. So it's good to keep, it's good for communication purposes, and it's great. Honestly, like now you don't have to guess who has the bomb. It was pretty bad before. Now we have friendly fire. I know a lot of people are like, friendly fire, but there's not a lot of people. I'm telling you, friendly fire is great. You don't get a lot of nade whores. You don't get people who run through nades and take advantage of the non-friendly fire. So it's awesome. Friendly kills will not deduct player score, and they will deduct player score. Sorry. And yeah, they're gonna add a auto kick feature for excessive friendly kills that would be implemented at a later time. So for now, nobody has been abusing it, and if people are abusing it, then SOF will turn it off until later on when we're able to. So we have a vote to kick. Now we could vote people out now. So you could do this from the team actions menu, from the in-game menu. And yeah, so you have to have at least 2/3 to 3/4 majority to kick a player, depending on how many people are in there. And it's cool because like when you vote a person, it shows like in the lobby on your team, this person has 1 vote against them. So it's a way to be like, yo, you better calm down or we'll vote you out. Again, if you get voted, because I tested it, if you get voted out, you just get kicked out. You don't get voted for like a whole lobby, for like a whole game. You just get kicked back into the lobby. To the servers. And then when you come back in, it's up to them if they want to vote you. If it gets abused though, we could always report it. So There you go. So there's audio changes too, and you should hear ambient wind in Sismus and Wolfrun. It should no longer be in stereo, and then this reflects how they sound in reality. Also, there's some in-game visual changes. The kill feed's on the left. The mini-map has some colors to it. Color added to the fire rate icon, so your bullets look like yellow like in SOCOM. And there's a talker feed, so you know who's talking, and that's on the right side anymore instead of the left. My computer's been actually pretty bad lately, so if the gameplay, I haven't recorded any gameplay yet, but hopefully I get a new one. But I've been getting like a CPU fan error, so I gotta fix that, so I can't really record as much as I want, but I'm gonna try my best. Next is the UI changes. There's a background art for all the added menus, and you'll see it in the armory. You see lighting changes in game and profile armory, and then there's a menu button, countdown timer that is visible now when you go to the armory and stuff. So like so you don't get that like weird thing. If you want to see pictures of it, you can go to the SOF forums and just check out the patch. They got some bug things out of the way, factory, and nothing crazy. But yeah, I just want to say, friendly fire is probably the best thing ever. I don't know what comes over me, but when that round ends and I'm alive, I'm hunting my teammates, dog. That's like, I don't get it. And like, before I'm like, I don't know how I feel about friendly fire. Like, since we only fill up one lobby, because you know people don't want to wait in lobbies, I think it's gonna get abused. But no, it makes the game so much better with the mics, and you can see who's talking now. It feels a lot more polished. So I'm happy to have that. Like I'm super happy to. Like the other day, I think I played for like 7 hours straight. I couldn't get off. It was just too much fun. Like we know how we all sound at this point, but like when it comes to new players and stuff, like they see us talking, and then we got a lot of new players too, so that's cool. And they like the game. They're like, oh, it looks like SOCOM. I hear the little thing. It's the little things like that actually like sway people to playing more and stuff. And we're also getting more maps and all that. But yo, I have so many funny. Oh, I wish I would have filmed. I have so many funny friendly fire kills. Oh my god. Like by accident, like when you get naded. Oh, it's too good, too funny. But yeah, the friendly fire is great. It's just there's something about when the round ends. I can't reiterate this more, but you just want to murk your teammates, you know, especially ones that like say somebody who's just talking shit for no reason. I mean, we get along with everybody, but you know, we joke around with each other. And then you do like a fucking pistols only round to end it. And it's a good way to warm up your shot, because obviously there's no bots. And that's another thing I want to talk about one of these days. Maybe later I'll talk about it, depending on timing. But I wish we had bots in the game, just for warm-up purposes. So yeah, let's take a look at the quick look. September 6th, 2016. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hope you guys had a great time. And let's talk about the map creators real quick. You know how many maps we have? We have like 20 on the way. In the various stages of completion. We have 9 approved maps, which is Sujo, Night Stalker, Ruins, Fallen. What else? Lockdown, which is one of my favorites. Canyons, Cold Front, Sub Rosa, Desert Raid, and yeah, I think that's 9 in Canyons if I said that. I want to get my Terrace Hunt back. I love that map. I like Deathblow a lot. People didn't really like that too much. I actually enjoyed it. It's a good sniper map. Stockpile's the shit. I tried Sanglo. It feels a little too big, but obviously I haven't got to play it against people. But yeah. So what's ahead? You guys are like, damn, that's a really good patch, SOF. You guys are actually working out there. And I think that's another thing too. People have noticed that SOF is actually like continuing working, and they did a pretty good patch. It shows that they actually care. A lot of people don't believe that for some reason. I guess because it took long, but you know, I wish we got everything faster too. But hey, small studio, they need a little bit more funding, so it's all gravy. But yeah, what's ahead? Let me not get sidetracked. And the dev team took a little break this weekend. All work and no play or family time is not a good recipe for keeping spirits and energy high. So fair enough. You know, they kind of been working pretty hard, so I'll let it rock. And next, they're going to continue to address Trello board workloads. And this is a good little thing for PS4 users, or let me not get you too excited, but if all goes as planned, they're going to work on the input framework. So what that means is they can move on to complete controller support down the road. So hopefully for like the controllers, they'll get like something. I don't know too much about controller, like what settings they need, but like I think something in my head that would be good for that was like when you zoom in, because the controller it's super fast when you zoom in still. So maybe they could adjust their sensitivity when they're scoped in, giving people, you know, possibility to snipe and all that. And as an example, official map tweaks have a lower priority because of this. Alright, so since they're drilling at the bugs and trying to do the controller support thingy, they're gonna not focus on the H-hour official maps like Wolfrun and all that. So yeah, trying to figure out like the workshop stuff, because you know there's more of that, so that could wait I guess until we get more stuff. And there were some additional information and content exchanges completed with the animation studio over the weekend. I'm super excited about this. And the additional content requested by them was needed to determine the work effort required so they could properly document their proposal for our characters and animations. So I know we're not there yet, but they're definitely looking into the animation still, so that's great. I want that jump to climb, baby. You know, that'll be awesome. And on the investor front, as I mentioned in the last quick look, he says they're still following up with multiple leads. Again, that's like something we hear every week, which is cool. I hope it's true, you know. But as long as they're working on the game, that's gravy. And also they saw on Twitter, some guy, I think is 420 was his name, he was actually like looking for indie devs who need help getting the game done, or like investors and stuff. And he says, I will continue to follow up and provide information, meet and pursue every opportunity I can to secure what we need to finish the game and look to the PS4 port opportunities. That's awesome. That means they want to get to PS4. I know a lot of people have been asking about it. I can't give you a clear date when it's going to happen, but yeah, if they're looking at controller support and you know, they're looking at PS4 port opportunities and trying to finish the game, that just tells you that they're not giving up. So I hope that's enough for you guys. And yeah, so the Trello is actually on the quick look, so you could, you know, you could go there and see the problem. People are like, oh, H-hour, we want it on PS4 now. So I'm gonna tell you, why it needs to be done on PC. I feel like it's nobody really talks about it like that. So we need to finish it on PC because it's cheaper, it's quicker, and it's easier to like check for bugs and stuff. If they did it straight to PS4, it would take a longer time than it is now, especially with that small team and their budget. Not good. So you need to finish it on PC because it's a quicker way. And he says right here, let me scroll down to it. He says, as patches are released, these cards are updated. He's talking about the Trello. It's like blue and green labels show things that the dev team's working on for the near future. Yellow items, follow those, in orange are planned for down the road. Color and position, blah 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 blah. Anything with a black labels out of scope. Okay, this is where I'm sorry for that. We must do this to ensure we can complete the PC build and begin the process needed to move to PS4. Please know, however, that this does not mean some of those wish list items will never be built. Everything will be considered, but for only post-release content while we were working on maintenance and future DLC. So they're looking pretty far ahead. So that's just showing you they have to finish everything on PC before they can move it to PS4. Honestly, $10 is it's pretty cheap to get this game right now. It has a lot of maps. It has a pretty cool community. It feels like SOCOM. I know a lot of people are like, I played it before. You haven't played it, dog. Yeah. I don't know, man. I get that SOCOM feeling when I play it, and a lot of people who play it's not I think the H-Hour crowd is probably the most realistic one out of all of them. Because I know a lot of SOCOM fans are like, man, H-Hour isn't SOCOM because it's missing this, that, and this. But, you know, it's not finished. You can't judge an unfinished product. You could judge what it has, but you can't compare it to like a SOCOM where the game was done and they had a full studio. They're like, yeah, but that was back in 2004, 2003. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but you know, they had a lot more people, and yeah, it's a different time. And I think this game could actually be really great. I mean, we need more maps, but like the fact that it's so tactical now. It's weird now that the mics work. I mean, the mics always worked after that patch, but now that the mics have like, you know, the names and stuff showing, and now that the patch has like, you know, the names and stuff, it just feels like a different game. I can't explain it. It makes no sense why it feels like a different game, but it does. But yeah, guys, that's it for this week. Remember to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MrSpab, twitch.tv/Spab_Rog, and follow SOF on Twitter and the reddit.com/r/H-Hour. Alright guys, catch you next week. Peace.